All right, Jason, plenty to talk about with this nor'easter, right? A lot of people are like, where's the snow? But it sounds like this is really going to ramp up as the sun goes down. And we just got this really interesting note from the National Weather Service in Caribou, right?
Yeah, they just tweeted out, but I also just tweeted out because I'm on it right now on the radar, and there are lightning bolts being picked up on our radar system here at News Center, Maine, which is coming out of obviously their radar, but it is happening. So, I mean, this is what we've been looking for. This is what a nor'easter does. Yeah. The atmosphere becomes so unstable that you get that release of energy that's happening right now west of Bangor. Now, we don't have confirmed. We don't have anyone standing there. But if you are west of Bangor right now and you hear thunder, that's thunder snow that is happening here. And it's because of these really deep blue bands that are coming through. There it is, just popping up, and I'm going to zoom right into it in just a few seconds. For now, the nor'easter intensifies. It's really taking shape. Snowfall rates are going to increase, a power outage threat overnight as the snow really starts to crank. Temperatures here generally at or above freezing. They'll go down a couple degrees, which is going to mean the storm starts to amplify just a bit. And as far as accumulation goes, that's what you need. Temperatures got to come down. Winter storm warnings are up mostly for the coast, also up towards the Oxford Hills, heading out towards southern Oxford County. And then advisories north because of less accumulation there and a little bit less wind too. Let's look at radar. This is the main event that's happening. I'm going to fly right into just west of Bangor where you're going to see some lightning bolts pop up here. It was just a few minutes ago that they popped up and those seem to have now gone away. But still, that's the peak of a snowstorm is thunder snow. That's basically as strong as a storm can get in the wintertime here as far as snow goes. Darker bands northwest of Portland. Here's a dark band southeast of Augusta, lighter around Booth Bay. And then here right along the coast and the islands, those darker bands are coming in. And there's a lightning bolt popping up. Watch northeast of Liberty, right? And should be right about there. There it is. So that was the burst there west of Bangor where the thunder snow unofficially is being reported by radar. Here's a little July slot working in. This is Washington County getting in on some drier air working in. Rain is still off the coast though, and there it is. You have it towards Machias, Eastport, and Calais where you're going to get a little break here, and that is in the forecast. And anytime a nor'easter wraps up, it's starting to tilt a little bit, and there you're going to get here. I expected there'd be a little bit of a dry slot to work in for the down east for this evening. That'll fill back in though. Snow, yes, here's the storm strengthening as it heads into the southern Gulf. Wind gusting to 40 miles an hour in Bangor, Bar Harbor, Augusta 38, Portland 32. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. You'll notice here, it's always the northwest corner where you have the most intensity for a nor'easter, and that's what's going to be happening as the storm is strengthening and heading into the southern Gulf. So here come those bands all the way up in the county. You'll get it too, a few inches up towards Rangeley, Greenville, Waterville, back down to Augusta. And then into Wednesday morning, the storm pulls away except for down east here. The last snow bands are going to be going on. So it's a down east storm on Wednesday, not mostly the rest of the state. Impacts are going to be high across much of the state for travel the next several hours. Power outages and coastal flooding all in the forecast as you see those seas building to around 15 and 20 feet right now. Now tomorrow for the Mariners, they'll go down to subside to 8 to 13 feet with the wind gusting to 45, and the gale warning is up until Wednesday morning. Here's the forecast the next several days. Take you in to 38, and then how about 45? Looks pretty good if you want to melt some snow or you want to get out and enjoy the snow. Either way, it looks good. St. Patrick's Day is Friday. Next storm right now looks to be less impactful, but there are some snowflakes mixing in. Partly cloudy and breezy Sunday, and then next week after that, I mean, we're mid-40s. We're starting to get into March a bit. 40, 45, and then a light mix Friday. Even at the coast could mix in with some wet snowflakes. I don't anticipate a lot of accumulation, but a lot going on with this storm. We're peaking right now with it. So if you see hear thunder, see lightning, it's safe to do so. Send some pictures to us.
Yeah, always if it's safe to do so. And you can use the Near Me section of our mobile app to make sure you can get those videos to us. Jason, thanks so much. There's a lot to tackle, so we appreciate it.